Is there really an integer between 3 and 4? This top mathematician has put forward this conjecture. He is convinced that there is an integer between 3 and 4. If you find this number, you can't travel through time and beyond life and death. As the mathematician's conjecture upset conventional wisdom, people thought he was crazy. The mathematician was sent to a psychiatric hospital. The psychiatrist brought sweets and asked the mathematician to prove himself through them. At first, the mathematician took 3 sweets, but when he took the 4th, he took it and put it down and didn't know how. The doctor saw the mathematician's dilemma and told him that blame didn't exist, but the mathematician insisted that blame did exist. The doctor told the mathematician to calm down. He says something is preventing him from finding blame. The mathematician senses that the doctor doesn't believe him and asks for a pen and paper to prove it with a formula, but the doctor disagrees and asks the nurse to take him away. Just then, the mathematician saw a marker on the floor. He picked up the pen when the doctor wasn't looking, grabbed some candy, then the nurse placed him in room 304. As the doctor was leaving work via the elevator, something strange happened. The mathematician's vision gave the doctor a mental suggestion. He felt that the time between the 4th floor and the 3rd floor was longer than on the other floors. It was then that the doctor began to doubt the blame's real existence. This mathematician wants to prove that there is always a whole number between 3 and 4. He can't travel through time and space to enter the 4-dimensional world by calculating this number. The doctor returned home, still remembering what the mathematician had said. Outside human perception, there are 7 spaces beyond human reach. The integer between 3 and 4 is the key to understanding all this. An ant circling a wormhole can only perceive the dimensions. Even if there's a piece of paper between them, they can sense 3 dimensions. Human beings, like ants, have a poor understanding of space and time due to their cognitive limitations. After some thought, the doctor decides to go for a drink in a nearby pub. After a few sips, he saw a peanut turn into 2 halves. The doctor then saw a mathematician calculating a formula through the window. The doctor chased after him, and when he reached the alleyway, the mathematician disappeared. Strangely, he also saw his childhood self watching television. The news was about a car accident that had killed an old man many years ago. It was just an ordinary traffic accident. The FBI investigated for 3 days, but found nothing on the old man. It was as if he'd never existed. Suddenly, an urgent phone call rang. The doctor realized it was a dream. The hospital nurse called him and asked him to return to the hospital. The doctor rushed back to the hospital. The nurse said room 304 had never been opened, but the mathematician had disappeared. When the doctor pushed open the door, the scene before him frowsy. This doctor was shocked by what he saw. The walls are covered with mathematical formulas. The mathematician who wrote these equations has vanished into thin air. Did he really calculate the whole number between 3 and 4, and thus travel through time and space? The doctor picks up the cap of the mathematician's pen and recalls his childhood memories. When I was a child, my mother ran over an old man with her car. At the scene of the accident, in addition to the scattered sugar beans, there was a felt tip pen without a cap. He seemed to sense something. Just then, the carer picked up one of the 3 sweets on the table. The doctor tried to stop him, but it was too late. The bean spun in the air and landed perfectly in the caregiver's mouth. Then a strange thing happened. There were 3 candies left on the table when there should have been 2. Was it Bleen that the caregiver had eaten? The doctor suddenly remembers that these candies are the same type as those found at the scene of the accident. The camera zooms in. The old man who was killed in the accident is the mathematician who has now disappeared. He actually found the integer between 3 and 4 and has the ability to travel through time. It turns out that he traveled back in time to the doctor's childhood and was crushed by the doctor's mother. Since the mathematician comes from the future, the FBI can know who he is. What mysterious force prevents the mathematician from finding Bleen? The answer is death. Do you all get it? Although the film is only 15 minutes long, the plot is very interesting. Finally, I'd like to ask you a question. Do you think there's an integer between 3 and 4?